coordinated initially with the DepEd. Personally, I've been in contact with Asec Michael, the spokesperson for the DepEd. Initially, when we reported this to the DepEd, we coordinated, we conducted our own individual testing of the DepEd system in that particular region. But from the very start, let me make this clear. We had our doubts because the alleged or purported data that was infiltrated or that was gotten from the DepEd was around 750 gigs. It's close to 1 terabyte, which is a very massive amount for one particular region to secure or to have a hold of. So that raised our doubts initially. So after a careful investigation by the DepEd, which we confirmed, they found out that there was no breach of their particular system, but as a precautionary measure, they are now testing all their systems. The DICT is helping them conduct our VAPT testing on those systems.
All right. Of course, the source of this supposed incident is Deep Web Connect. We don't know much about them except for that they are an online account on Twitter, now known as X. Supposedly, they monitor government data leaks. Ang sabi nila sa kanilang tweet ay the Department of Education Cabuyao office experienced a massive breach with an estimated 750 GB of sensitive information compromised, including et cetera, right? Do we know who they are? Are you familiar with them?
No, ma'am. We are not familiar with them, although we have our leads onto their identities. But like I said, for purposes of national security, we are restricted from divulging since this is an ongoing investigation.
Okay. Asec, you talked about banking information and some sensitive info. Can we know a little bit more about that, about what has been compromised? And also, have you tapped into the students and teachers who are involved here? Sabi niyo po, walang breach, pero you're taking precautions. So have you alerted those possibly compromised here?
No, we can say to a certain degree of certainty that we can confirm now that the Cabuyao region was the one we isolated for investigation. We can confirm that we agree with the assessment of the DepEd that there was no breach in that particular region. So there's no need to further alarm and cause panic to those individuals that were supposedly hacked. But the precautionary measure that we're now taking is an inventory and an investigation of the whole system to guarantee that the necessary protocols and safeguards are still in place and would uphold against various attacks from these hackers.
Itong DepEd hack, di ba, sabi niyo nga walang breach, pero may links din kaya to sa China?
That's a different story. With this particular, yung sa DepEd naman po, we gathered that the IP address and the domain name and the email address all belong to a domain located in the Japanese jurisdiction. Tapos we surmise that the individual, it's a Japanese citizen.